Absolutely elated to be featuring this card. This one just came through our doors, and it's just one of those showstopper type offerings that once in a blue moon you get a chance to feature. It's a card that has never been auctioned before, and generally represents what we consider to be the most important modern football card ever produced. Offered here the 2000 playoff contenders. This, of course, is the championship ticket, parallel to the base playoff contender issue. The base playoff contender issue is incomparably important in its own right, but the championship ticket variant, which has the sort of kind of classic refractor hologram coating on the right side, was limited to just 100 produced. This one being the serial number 41 of 100, as our submitter conveniently pointed out. That's Brady's current age, having just won his 6th championship ring. Carries a little bit of notoriety. But the card itself, 10 auto with tremendous subgrades, centering being a 10, the other 3 subs being a 9. In our opinion, this card has a lot of the look of a gem mint card. No card is perfect. And we'll try to highlight some of the subtle condition issues that the card has, but we almost could see this card having bumped to higher grades. It's easily the finest copy that we've ever seen, and very well may be the single finest copy in the world. From a importance perspective, representing the market, this is just one of those offerings that you don't see come up with any kind of regularity. This is a cornerstone card from the modern era. And we expect it to, be one of the most prolific investment pieces going into the future. Just a stunning copy. It's just a lot of fun. Wow, yeah. Try to zoom in here on some of the technical details. Starting with the corners. Again, the corners, edges, and surfaces all got 9s. We would consider that to be, It's okay. I mean, you can see what Beckett may have seen, but we consider it pretty conservative. Again, no card is perfect. We can see how the edges and the corners, it's about as good as you ever can see. So it's hard to be critical, but we see just the subtlest little bits of touch to the extreme corner tips. The edges are free of any sort of noticeable chip or anything that you could really point at to say, oh, that's why it's a 9. Again, just the subtlest little touches of wear to the extreme corner tips. Especially when it comes to the surfaces. On this particular issue, there's chipping that often will occur in the surface itself due to the manufacturing and the storage. It's almost like a flaking effect. This is an extremely fragile production. It's a full bleed print to the edge, so any chips and whatnot would be easily discerned, but especially this championship ticket variant with the foiling around this side. This is just about as fragile as it gets, especially from an early 2000s production. The manufacturers did not have good control of this technology at the time. So oftentimes flaws and other types of things occurred not from handling once the card was out in public, but just from the manufacturing itself and how it was packaged up into the various packs. It's just a miracle that a card of this quality could really have survived. It's just a really exciting offering. It's a work of art. Continuing to kind of survey the technicalities here. Again, we just see the subtlest little bit of chipping, subtlest little bit of edge wear. I mean, they almost all look manufacturer induced to me. There's not a lot of signs of actual circulation. It's hard to believe that a finer copy will ever grade. It's kind of a noteworthy thing just when another example of the 100 produced even surfaces, regardless of condition. Most of these are, the secret is out, essentially. Anyone who would have one of these would know its inherent value. We consider this perhaps a once-in-a-lifetime chance. It's just for anybody who's trying to position themselves in the modern card market and wants to own the absolute very, very best. this is a card you just simply can't overlook. We are absolutely elated to be featuring it. We're honored, and we wish the bidding community the best of luck.